What's going on, good people? Now, we all start somewhere. That's why I'm kickstarting this podcast, the B word. That's right. I'm kickstarting the B word with like one of the best ways that's like started all the texts in the past, like even grand old texts like the Bible, and no, the B word is not Bible. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm actually talking about beginnings. That's right. The B word of this week is beginnings. Hold on. Before we get too far into this, that's how we get started. Yes. Welcome again. I want to make sure I'm introducing this correctly. This is the B word, and my name is B. Alexander. And this week's word is beginnings. I mean, we all start somewhere, and I don't know about you all, but I know that we get to experience a lot of beginnings. Right? Like today marks the beginning of the B word, a beta-based podcast dedicated to uncovering truths, my truths, your truths, our truths, I mean, I remember my first few beginnings, like the beginning of elementary school, the beginning of, say, adulthood, the beginning of, that real good relationship. Even starting a new job is a beginning, it's the start of a new chapter in your life. I mean, and I can say like for certain that I am the type of person who, may have started a few new somethings, you know what I mean? But I wanted to go ahead and jump in. Like I said, this is your home for exploring beta-based vocabulary and how we engage with ourselves, each other, and the world around us. And I think that the best way to kick things off is to start with talking about beginnings. Every year, many of us take to the New Year celebration as an opportunity to sort of start over, and especially since like 2020, we have attempted multiple redos for years that didn't quite turn out the way that we, intended or the way that we wanted. So we come with that, new year, new me, or the new year feels like a fresh start, a new beginning. But is it? See, is it the Anglo-Saxon calendar the only opportunity we have to get this sort of fresh start, to get this new beginning? I mean, okay, I will have a ton of questions, but I also have a few thoughts that I would love to share. So welcome, first of all, to the new year. Today is January 1st. And many of us may have sat down today and created these, New Year resolutions. Some of us still follow customs involving, Black Eyed Peas for prosperity. Maybe we want to eat better, look better, or even just be better versions of ourselves. But I think that we have an opportunity on the first of the year. But don't get me wrong, we have that same opportunity every day of the year. See, we get to decide when we want to make a fresh start for ourselves. We decide how we are going to spend our time and our money. It is up to us to make the continuous decision to live up to the expectations that we set for ourselves. Not the expectations that are set by other people, but the ones that we set for ourselves. See, these resolutions that we set on January 1st can only be upheld and met with continuous efforts. So however you are, ready to put in that time, that effort and energy into achieving the things that you say that you want, it's easy to say that you want that six-pack abs, because I know I sure do. I want to be starting my year off with a good workout, maybe. Seeing as though my New Year's is kicking off with a feast of ages. But there's still time, right? There's still time to achieve what it is that we say that we want to achieve. Like, so how are you going to achieve those things? Like, if you do not make any changes, like, how can you achieve your desired outcomes? I think one of my favorite or least favorite quotes is talks about, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different outcomes. And we don't want that, right? we don't want what we've had in the past necessarily. We want to continuously do better. So what changes are we making in order to make that happen? I also want to say that I actually don't believe that we ever get a clean slate. Some people might disagree with this, but hear me out. See, what you have is a working knowledge of who you are, what you are capable of, and what you desire. So you begin your journey towards achieving your resolutions, but bridging the gap between what you do know and what you need to know to get there. So that's not a clean slate. It's like saying, oh, I get this clean slate to build the body that I want. Well, you ain't starting over from scratch. You got to undo some of the bad habits that you've had over some time. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We all have taken time to learn, right? We don't fail. It's our first attempt in learning. That's what we do. So it's very important to understand that, I don't really believe in a clean slate, but I do believe in beginning again. But I also want you to know that you are not alone out here, okay? There are millions of people in this country and neighboring countries looking to make changes in their lives. So what I would recommend to sort of kickstart or getting involved or getting moving on these resolutions would be to find a community of like-minded individuals so that you can have a group of people who can help motivate you when things get tough, because they will get tough. They always get tough. There will be obstacles in your journey, but you can overcome each and every one of them as long as you have the right tools and the support that you need in order to get there. I believe it was Mary Shelley who said, "The beginning is always today." Every day is a chance for you to be better than you were the day before. Get one step closer to achieving your goal. So if you falter on your resolutions, let's say tomorrow on January 2nd, don't worry about it. Because January 3rd is right around the corner. So just keep going. You can do this. You can achieve everything that you set your mind to achieve. I'm rooting for you. Okay? I want to welcome you to your new beginning. Welcome to 2024 and welcome to the B Word. Thanks for checking out the podcast. I'll be back each week with more of the beta-based vocabulary that we all know and love, because why not? So until next time, again, my name is B Alexander. You can catch me on social media, IG, TikTok, etc. as @B Alexander. And I also welcome to keep the conversation going. Let's talk about it. I'm here for it. You can always, again, check me out on the socials. I love to chat. Welcome to our new beginning. I'm B. Peace.